So the full story, if you know what's been going on with like the Wildhixsons for a while now, if you saw Andrea's documentary, Newly Nomads, you would be familiar with the fact that we started our journey in a silverlake. It's an east-west silverlake. We painted it ourselves. We did a bunch of customization to it. We had a deal with East West to go hang out in an Alta for a year, which was a lot of fun, make some content with it. And now we came back and we swapped it out. And we're back in our silverlake.
I'm excited to be back because when we started the deal, it was so exciting, but at the same time I was like, we bought this, like, this is our RV, you know, like, this is the one that we're gonna have for a long time. We spent all this time to paint it and like customize it, and we really bought it because it was just perfect for us, you know. The whole layout is just really suits us.
I don't know, I missed it.
Yeah, and I know
it's right for us.
You know, it's tough too because I feel like we've talked about this a lot, like what home means, and like it's not even the RV. And I feel like we've really tried, especially when we first moved into the Alta, to be like, you know what, home doesn't have to be a thing, it doesn't have to be a place, but at the same time, this feels like home.
So that was like a big part of our time over the last little while here since the last vlog. We were moving everything back from the Alta to the silverlake.
I thought it was much easier to move back into here because, well, for a couple of reasons, because we already knew where everything went because we had already lived here for a year. There was no decisions we made. It was just like, bam, there it goes. And then also, I think one of the things that we love about the Silverlake is that there's so much storage. Like, we haven't even filled every cabinet that there is. There's empty cabinets.
We're probably going to say that a billion times on this episode because it's true.
Well, it's so important, you know, for full-timers, and especially us with all of our camera gear and all that stuff. I mean, it's just, and now we have bows and like so much equipment.
Yeah.
It's just, it's good to have storage.
The other fun thing about moving between RVs, which now we've done twice, so I feel like we are pretty expert at moving between RVs, is just like there's a lot of things you're just gonna lug over, and I feel like you and I worked out a good process this time because I don't like playing Tetris with things and being like, this fits here and then this can fit here and then this can fit here, and you really like that. All I did was I would just like lug armfuls of things over to you and be like, here you go, and by the time I got back you'd have it like sorted, and then I'd bring over the next armful of stuff. I was like pretty amazed with our proficiency on this
I
one.
was too.
And I think you're right. I think
so
it was
fast.
harder going from the Silverlake into that Alta because there was less storage, and that process was us going, okay, where is this gonna live?
We lived in the Alta for a year, and then we got used to some of the nice things in there, and so we decided to make some upgrades to our Silverlake. The main one we did is that we got a second AC unit. It's just really nice to have the option to run both of those if it's hot out. I mean, we've talked about this in our summer RVing vlog, but like, it's really helpful.
Speaking of electricity, do you want to tell us about one of your favorite new things?
I do. I'm excited. We bought a lithium battery, so we are very excited about that for boondocking. We swapped out we had two marine deep cell RV batteries, and we swapped it out we have one lithium battery right now. I don't know if we're going to upgrade to 2 in the future, but I'm very excited to take that boondocking and see. We'll be out there soon.
Final upgrade that we made in this time.
Yes, and it's really just an upgrade for us. It's not for like...
this is a personal thing. So we had a section in here with some armchairs, and we decided to swap those out. We stored them in the family storage.
Right.
As in, my family was nice enough to take them for a little while. And we put a deep freezer in their place, which is kind of, it's behind me, right there.
There it is.
The latest thing is that we have started eating just a lot more meat and ordering meat through the mail because we started to get into regeneratively farmed meats, and we were like, man, we need a freezer now more than we really need a fridge anymore.
Yeah, and moving it back into the Silverlake, we have the fridge that is...
the RV fridge.
Yeah, it's the RV fridge, so it runs on gas, which I'm excited about for boondocking, but it's much smaller. So the freezer has a lot less space even than we were used to, and plus now we've started ordering even more, frozen meats in bulk.
When we have shorter drives, it's going to be fine. When we have longer drives, we can throw extra ice blocks in there or store a little bit of ice in there.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to be working on getting an inverter set up so that we can run it for short periods of time on a battery while we're boondocking. Yeah, we made a few changes, and it's pretty exciting because even more it's feeling like our space. And I know most people would rather have an armchair than like a deep freezer sitting somewhere, but like not us.
No,
we're pretty stoked about a deep freezer. Every time I open that and get out a pack of meat for dinner, I'm like, this is great. This is awesome.
So we spent a couple weeks in Elkhart getting all this done and getting moved, and we had a little fun there too at that archery range that you like there. It's pretty nice. I got to have fun too with my new bow. And then we came on over to where are we technically? Lafayette,
Indiana.
Okay, to visit Tyler's family.
My folks have a house in West Lafayette that they're building and getting all put together. I think it's nice to just have a little time here, see them do a bunch of free laundry.
So much laundry.
We did a bunch of laundry.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a nice kind of balance, I think, of like having our own time in our own space and getting to spend just a lot of time with family as well.
I think that's the biggest complaint people have about visiting family, which is like you either are going to stay with them and that might be totally overwhelming. It's just 24/7 all of a sudden, or you're going to be like staying in a hotel. Neither one of those things, or I guess like maybe you're staying in a nice Airbnb or something, but neither of those things is great. The nice thing is to have like your home be near their home for a little bit. Lafayette's been fun.
Yeah.
We went to a Purdue game.
Yeah, we did.
Fun. I found a great jiu-jitsu gym here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to the guys at Asgard Combat Sports. I did a lot of podcasts here for Strangers Worth Meeting, and of the coolest ones certainly was like going to Wolf Park, which is in Battleground, like 15 minutes from Lafayette. And it's just a park, where they take care of wolves and foxes and bison.
It's pretty cool.
It was a good episode, fun time.
Kaz was a great guest.
Kaz is fantastic.
5 pounds, and at 95 pounds, she's a statistical outlier for females. She's quite huge. She's like a coffee table.
It's not. We don't have a big secret about what we're going to do because I've already talked about it on my podcast.
Oh, I guess that's true.
But we're just not going to do it on this episode. But there's going to be like future vlogs all about.
Yeah, Easter egg, if you want to know, go listen to Tyler's episode.
Oh, that's fun.
Podcast. That's just a good podcast too. Honestly, if you like listening to us, you're going to like that a lot because Tyler's really great. I'm ready to slow down a little bit. I think we're going to, hopefully, next couple weeks.
We are going to slow down. We're going to stay somewhere for 3 weeks, which is good.
That's always good.
So the traveling will be easier for a minute while we ramp up a bunch of other things.
Right.
So in some ways it'll get better, and in some ways it'll get harder.
I feel like it's good to get focused though, because like right now we've been doing like so many different things at the same time. But now we're moved, we're settled in. We're gonna go focus on the next thing.
Yeah, the next episode is gonna be pretty one-dimensional because it's gonna be all about this next adventure we're going on, because that's what we're focused on right now. Now I feel like we're rigged up and ready to hit the road and get on to the next thing, which is what we're doing literally right after the end of this podcast.
Packing up and leaving. Did you lose it?
It's all gone. It's all gone. Okay, we're in a new setting.
Yeah.
Not that the people on the audio version could hear the setting that we're in.
That'd be nice if you could just hear what it looks like.
Yeah. Some people can do that.
Really?
Yeah. No.
What?